What's up guys, welcome back to another episode of Life with Wendy Mwatha. If you're new to this channel, hi, my name is Wendy Mwatha, aka Mama Fabian. I'd like to welcome you to the Life with Wendy Mwatha familia. Woo! So guys, my hair is just looking like all sorts of horrible, so pay no mind to it. I'm going to remove it soon. I really need to go to the salon. Today we are going to be talking about a topic that I've been seeing going around a lot on especially on my platform. I don't know if it's the people that I follow or it's just like a topic that's always been there, but I've been really seeing people what is it called, like weighing and comparing and giving preference on vaginal birth and like normal delivery and cesarean section delivery. So I just decided to let me just shed my light on the topic because I have given birth twice, so I don't even have a clue, I know exactly what I'm talking about. So let's get on into the video. So guys, a lot of people normally go for the fact that, how do I even start this conversation? For those who don't know, cesarean section is when now cesarean, there's two types of deliveries. Yeah, let's just start from the top. There's two types of deliveries. There's normal delivery. I'm not going to say vaginal, but there's normal delivery and there's cesarean section delivery. Cesarean section is when now they cut the lower part of your stomach and extract the baby, for lack of a better word. You give birth to the baby through a minor surgery, because it is a minor surgery, and after that you're required to be stitched up, and then you take a few days to heal and stuff like that. And then there's normal delivery, where you push, you contract to a certain number of centimeters. In this case it's 10 centimeters, and after 10 centimeters or 9 to 10 centimeters you're considered ready to give birth. Your walls have opened up enough for you to be able to push the baby out. So that's what happens during normal delivery. And if everything goes well during normal delivery, you're not supposed to have any tears or any cuts. You're just supposed to uzae, and you go back to having your coochie the same way. So a lot of people have been arguing, or a lot of people are now going through the route of having elective CS. Elective CS is when you're the one who chooses when your child comes to term already and has been approved by the doctor to be okay, to be healthy, to be a full-grown baby and all that stuff. You choose the day that you want to give birth. For example, you can have your due date let's say right now we're in August. You can have your due date is possibly, let's say, on August 10th, and you decided that you're going to give birth to your baby on your let's say a week ago, or 1.5 weeks ago. So instead of giving birth to your baby on the day that you've been told that it's going to be your due date, it ends up being now that you decide a date that has been approved by your doctor, and you give birth on that date. By giving birth, I mean you go under no, actually no, when you get CS you're normally awake. Yeah, so you get injected with anesthesia and stuff like that, numbing things that numb you from the pain, and then you get your minor surgery done, and you have your baby a few days or a few weeks before term. And most of the people are going through this route because they say that they're in control of the situation. It's easier, it's less pain, and all that stuff. And to be honest, everyone is entitled to their own opinion. Anyone is entitled to their own choices. But personally, for me, I do not understand. Okay, guys, don't come for me, to be honest. But I do not understand how you can go under the knife if it's not an emergency. Why would, I don't know. I don't want to sound like I'm against cesarean section delivery, but for me, I believe giving birth normally is just the only way to give birth. Not that it's more superior than having a cesarean section, but it is the way that was naturally intended for you to to have kids. All these other methods came out after, first of all, to curb the fact that if you're faced with an emergency and it is required that the baby, either the baby comes out of you at that moment, or the baby passes away, then you end up getting cesarean section. You understand? Like you end up having a surgery to get the baby out, to save the baby's life, or to save your life as the mom. You get? So for me, any type of surgery, generally, even let's just leave cesarean section, generally surgery is done when you're under, like when you're going through some type of illness that requires you to go through this major operation in order for you to become better, because normally you take medicine, the medicine doesn't work, and it's required, oh, let's now, we have to operate on you because now it's become urgent, or it's become like it's an emergency. So for me, any type of surgery should be done, or is normally done when it is an emergency, or when there's an urgency, to make you feel better, like almost immediately, or to make you feel better sooner than you would have felt if you took like medicine, because the medicine would have taken longer to work. So that's how I compare the two situations. So I don't understand why you would choose to go and get cut. It's not even about the scar, guys. The scar is, you can overlook the scar. People who get plastic surgery, they get scars all the time. And it just, you learn how to live with it and you grow with it. It has nothing to do with the scar. But it's just like, why? Like, there's so many things that could go wrong. Most of the times you hear they say doctors forget, like, especially if you go to quack doctors, or like if you go to a hospital where they just don't care, or they just neglect you, they end up leaving like their appliances inside you. Nasikia mtu aliachwa sijui cotton wool, sijui someone was also left with sijui, just weird stuff that you find out that guys end up finding out that they were left with inside their bodies. Secondly, if you get someone who's not as trained enough, because let's say, for example, your doctor doesn't show up that day, or your doctor gets caught up in something that day that you end up wanting to do that cesarean section, whether it is a scheduled one, or you just end up, going to hospital and saying, yes, I'm in labor and I just want to be done for a CS. And then you find your doctor is not there, and then you get given another doctor, and then the doctor doesn't, isn't 100% sure of what they're doing, and then they end up cutting you and cutting your baby. Like, I feel like there's so much that could go wrong when you're going under the knife. Another thing is, what if they cut you and they don't sew you up properly, and then your stitches start coming out? Like, I feel like it's and then on top of that, you have a baby. On top of that, you're still dealing with your own emotional, learning how to deal with your emotions, learning how to now become a mom, especially if you're a first-time mom, learning how to, like, this baby needs this, I need to breastfeed, I need to do this. Then all of that, on top of all of that, you still have a scar, you're still in pain. It will take you a bit longer to heal than as compared to someone who did like vaginal delivery, you understand? So I'm not like looking down upon anyone who has done cesarean section, and I'm not praising the people who've done vaginal birth, but in my opinion, which is why I did this video, doing a vaginal birth, guys, yes, it's painful, but I mean, it is just pain that you undergo in 3 days, and umeamka, umeendelea na maisha. Not even 3 days, because for example, I gave birth to my daughter, and the next day I was at home, and the third day, I was like, I walked home, I went properly at home. Like, the only thing that was reminding me that I had given birth was obviously my belly and the fact that I was still bleeding, you understand? But nothing in the sense of pain. I still have a wound that I need to heal and, take care of, and still, worry about how I'm feeling and stuff like that. The only thing that I can say when it comes to when it comes to normal delivery, is when you're healing like your back, you understand? Because obviously the pressure that is put on your back when you're giving birth is a lot. So that is the only like downside I can say is there to that is the only downside that I can say is there when it comes to normal delivery. And then another thing is, let's say if you push before you're told to push, or if you push and you're not supposed to push and you end up tearing, that is the time you find yourself having like wounds, or if it is actually needed for the doctor to like cut you up, it's called an episiotomy, the doctor to cut you up so that your baby can come out. But all this have been, it's been put in a way where even if you're cut up, it's a muscle, the muscles what you're supposed to do when it comes to a muscle is you flex it, you contract it, you know, like you, how do I say it, guys? Kegel exercises. You're supposed to like make that muscle strong, which is, you know, muscles, there's something called muscle memory. So for those people who say that when you give birth ati okiza, ati it never goes back to the way it was, nini, there's something called muscle memory. If you work on it, because people just give birth alafu unakaa tu, alafu unaanza kusema ati nililala na nani akaniambia ati it doesn't feel the same, or you know, all that type of stuff, but there's nothing you did to remind your muscles like this is what I was doing. For example, after you give birth, you have to keep flexing your muscles to remind your muscle like this is how I was holding pee, you know, this is how I was letting go, like counting for yourself how many times you can hold. I wish I can put for you guys that video here, but TikTok will copyright this video vibaya tena sana. So you can search Kegel exercises and they actually work, and they, you know, you go back to normal and even you become better. And guys, when I say that doing a normal delivery is actually, it makes more sense than doing a cesarean section. I'm not talking about actually people who do normal delivery are more of mothers than people who do like cesarean section. No, we're both mothers, we'll both go through the same, we both have kids, we both have like people who are going to depend on us for the rest of our lives, and there's nothing we can do about that. But it's more of, are you, like, as for me, you know, yes, you're giving birth to this baby, but as soon as the baby leaves your body, then they have now their own body to take care of, and you're left with this body that you made a decision. You know, you're the one who makes a decision on what you want to happen to your body, and the decision that you make is what you will end up like. You know, decisions have consequences, and you deal with the what is it called? You deal with the consequences of your actions or something like that. Yeah, so whatever decision that you make, just know like in the long run, you're the one who's going to feel the effects of that decision. So if you decide to do a cesarean section, which is elective CS, for the sake of I don't want to feel pain, nini, you're still going to feel pain, because the healing process is not going to be easy. You need to have someone to, there's so many factors you have to consider. You have to have someone there to help you, you know, you have to have like a supportive background system, people that are going to be there to help you to heal, to help you to take care of your baby, you know, until you can be able to do it 100% by yourself, because utaweza kuinama, you know, to go like do all those doctor appointments for your stitches to be checked up. Same thing if you do a normal delivery. If you do a normal delivery and you have no cuts and you have like uliza vizuri and everything went well, the only thing you need to worry about is your back getting back to normal and doing your Kegel exercises. And Kegel exercises are done every single day, even if it is 2 years down the line. Atakamuja Kegel exercises are for everybody. Even if you've not given birth, you need to do your Kegel exercises just to make your muscles strong. It's just that simple. So all this back and forth of CG, oh me, I'm going to do a CS CG because I don't want to feel the pain, you're still going to feel pain. Do not do cesarean section because you're being seen people saying, oh me, I'm going to do CS, oh me, I'm going to panga my CS, oh, like, don't let it become a trend like the way BBLs are becoming, you know. Like, if you have to do a cesarean section, let it be because it is an emergency, or let it be because your life is in danger, or the baby's life is in danger, or if you feel like it's yenyewe too much for you to handle as a person, you know, because everyone is different. I don't want to tell you to do something and you feel like you don't have the capability to do it. Just go ahead and do your CS. But if you know you're a strong person and you know, I'm not saying people are not strong, but if you know like you can handle it, just do it. Like, shut up, like nyamazisha all those voices in your head that tell you that, oh, labor is painful, oh, sijui your vagina will never go back to being the same, oh, sijui nini. Like, make a decision for you as me, as Wendy. I want to do this because for me it feels right, and for me this is what I want to do, whether it is a CS, whether it is a normal like type of delivery. So do not make a decision based on other people's experiences. Like I always say, everyone has their own experiences to go through. For example, like me, my labor days are not as bad as like people put them out to be, you understand? But just because mine are not bad, I'm not going to underlook someone else who says that they really had the worst pain of their life, you understand? Like the same way I hear like people are saying like, me, I hate pregnancy, I hate being pregnant, but I want like my baby, I can't wait to be a mom. It's totally okay. The process is not for everyone. The experiences are not for everyone. Everyone has different experiences. There are people who have bad pregnancies, and there are people who during their pregnancies they become the best versions of themselves. So make a decision in accordance to how you feel as a person, or in accordance to what you feel will be best for you, not what you see people read. So all this back and forth here, enye hata ningejua ningefanya CS, unajua sasa after nizae nini ama hata ningejua ningeza tu kawaida, you understand? Like, do not regret any decision that you make. That is why it is very important to make a decision mainly based on you, mainly based on what you feel your body can handle, on what you feel your body will be able to handle after you give birth, you understand? There's so many factors that go into deciding like the type of birth that you're going to have. You have to decide whether your body is strong enough, whether your mind is strong enough, whether you have enough support to be able to help you after you give birth, you understand? Whether the method that you're going through is good for you, is good for your baby especially, whether the method that you're going to choose is the only method that you feel like this is the method that would have worked best for me. And do not choose that method because like I said, based on other people's experiences. Do it for you. And on that note, that's how we end today's video. I hope you guys have enjoyed today's session. I know not many people who watch, like there are so many people who watch my channel who are not moms, but I believe like eventually if you're planning to become a mother in the future, or even if you're not planning to become a mom, you're going to have mom friends or you're going to have moms around you. And I want this channel to be like a guidebook for you and for your friends and for, you know, your loved ones to be able to, you know, cope with parenting, especially if you're a first-time mom. I want it to be like a guidebook. Yeah, I want it to be like a guidebook for you to be able to make certain decisions or to get like an idea of what you're supposed to do as a mom. So thank you guys so much for tuning into today's video. I hope it wasn't all over the place and you guys have gotten my point. Don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. Hit that bell button so that you can receive a notification every time that I post a new video. And I'll see you guys next time. Don't forget to live, love, be anything that you want to be. Bye.